Hello everybody, Yukiro here. If you hear an echo, it's because I am in a whole different location. I am currently on holiday. I did take my laptop with me just in case I got some time and some quiet moments to stream, but unfortunately has not happened. But I do have like a little while before everyone returns from their walk with the puppers. So today I would like to discuss just a little topic. This is not my story, but I have seen so many instances of this happening in the writers community that I thought I might, speak out about it. So there are several agency, I suppose you can call them apps, but websites, whatever you want to call them, where they have you sign a contract, you give them the book that they're asking for the rights to, and then they will post those books out onto the different apps. So it's generally accepted that non-exclusive contracts, no matter what platform, no matter what agency you go for, means that you can upload that book yourself to any platform you want. You hold the rights to that book. You're just given that platform or agency the right to distribute on your behalf, and they're supposed to share royalties. I personally have never said to join these agencies because of how a little bit me they can be, and that's just the general way of how they work, and not all the other stuff on aside from that. So this one in particular, I'm not going to mention names. There's just no agency is worth ever signing your rights to. They all pretty much work the same way. They take a cut. They take all your bonuses. If you were due bonuses from the platforms, they take a huge percentage of your royalties, and then they split it with the author. Generally, it is better to sign up with the platforms yourself and just go through the long, arduous process of uploading your books yourself, for many reasons. One, you get bonuses. If you were entitled to the bonuses, you get more of the royalties because there's no third person, where the royalties are going in between. And you're generally not relying on anyone else to upload it in the correct order and in a timely fashion. Whereas if you go through a third person, you have to hope that they get it right. But this author, again, I'm not going to name names, had to deal with the most unprofessional, downright disgusting behaviour from one of the senior editors that I have ever, unfortunately, had to look at. So basically what had happened is that this author had agreed to a non-exclusive contract for one of their books to get some extra money, and I'm guessing to not have to deal with uploading it themselves to every which website, because they just don't have time as a student, I believe they are. So I can understand the appeal for joining an agency so that you don't have to go through all that process just to get your book out there. So unfortunately, this person didn't read the contract in full, which is unfortunate. However, going off of what I've just said, at the beginning, a non-exclusive contract is 100% you still own the rights to your book. And this shady company has decided to put in exclusive clauses in the non-exclusive contract which state that they hold all rights to that book and that this author cannot upload that book anywhere else. Now, this author, before they signed with this company, had already put her book up on different websites. I don't know which ones, and I don't know how many, but she'd already uploaded them, and they said that she was in breach of contract, which is not true. Just by the whole laws of non-exclusive. Now, before she uploaded any of her books to this agency, she realized what they were trying to say in the email, that, you know, she had given them away her exclusive rights. And she was like, oh, well, that's not what I signed up for. Can I get a termination? You've earned nothing, I've earned nothing. Let's just terminate the contract and go our way in ways amicably. And unfortunately, she had to deal with blackmail, bribery, harassment from this one editor, threatened with lawsuits, that she has to give money to them in order to get this contract terminated. They even went out of their way to say, oh, will you take down your post? Then we'll give you the termination to your contract. It's completely unethical. Basically, she's not earned anything. She hasn't even uploaded any chapters to this agency, yet she has to deal with all this BS, basically. There's many reasons I will not sign with an agency. Unfortunately, this is the worst case scenario that I have ever. And I could just go on a rant about the unethical procedures of agencies, but this is definitely one of the worst. There's obviously a lot more to it. This editor tried to come into the comment section of this person's post and tried to, I'm going to say, defend herself. Unfortunately, she basically lied, and we were like, but we can see the correspondence you gave and all the harassing and horrible comments you made to this author. You do not look good. You cannot lie and gaslight a whole community of writers. And when the proof is in the pudding, this person showed this correspondence, even if she had only shown little bits, which possible, you don't look good regardless. Even if this author was in the wrong, you still resorted to bribery, blackmail, and harassment, and then deciding that she has to pay you money in order to terminate her contract, of which she's not even earned anything, and neither have you, because she hasn't even uploaded the book there yet, after you had fucked up and put an exclusive clause into a non-exclusive contract. That's not her fault. That is your company, or you as an editor, being shady as fuck. So when people call you shady or scummy or a scammer, it's your own fault. Anyway, rant aside, I just really wanted to get this off my chest. After having dealt with TapFun / iStory, this isn't that company, by the way. That's a whole other company, agency, whatever. I just can't stand having to deal with these people. A few of my friends had to deal with a whole issue back when another editor was there. And after seeing what my friend had gone through, I decided that agencies were just not for me, period. So I never signed with this agency, and I'm so glad I didn't. Everything that comes out about them, and there's been a fair few things, mind. This just happens to be one of the worst things. But yeah, it definitely turns me off from agencies, and I would never recommend anyone ever touch an agency, ever, especially in the writing community. Things might be different for VTubing agencies. I don't know. I've not really dealt with them. I plan to be indie, so I don't have to deal with any middleman. But yeah, so that's it for now. Obviously, this isn't what my usual content is, but I really need to get off my chest. If the author decides that they want to, show their experience more publicly, because at the moment it is only in this one group and you kind of have to be joined in order to see the post. But if she does put it out publicly, then I might, if it's all right with her, put a link in the comment. She did say I could share the screenshots, but I didn't feel comfortable doing that with this video because that wasn't really what I agreed to. But again, if she wants me to do that, I can. More than happy to help. So yeah, anyway. Word of advice to any writers: do not join an agency ever. No matter how much they please, no matter how good their terms may seem, no matter how much profit they say you're going to get, chances are you're probably going to get jack shit. Apart from maybe harassment and belittlement and just too much trouble for basically pennies. For now, that's me, Yukiro, and hopefully I will see you soon. Feel free to like and comment if you have any opinions on the things I discussed. But until then, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.